A hard fought game by the Chicago Bulls down the stretch. A game in which the Bulls did have the lead down in the fourth quarter at some point. They lose the game by 1 point. So we're going to talk about it, break it all down and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, the Bulls were this close to finishing with the same record that they had last season. They will go ahead and finish 39-42 on the year after a 120-119 loss by the Chicago Bulls to the New York Knicks. The Bulls, listen, this was a game that was really well fought. It was definitely a playoff atmosphere type game as well. When you look at it, the Bulls held the lead for 21 minutes and 44 seconds in this game. The New York Knicks for 24 minutes, but the most important thing is they had it when it was all said and done, and that's the unfortunate part when it comes down to this game, man. Hey, the Bulls, even in the fourth quarter, the Bulls held the lead in the fourth quarter. By 9 minutes in the fourth quarter of this game, it really did feel like the Bulls may have came up with the win in this game, but Jalen Brunson's just so amazing. Despite some amazing defense from Alex Caruso on Jalen Brunson, he still finishes with 40 points, going 14 of 30 from the field. Only 1 of 4 from three-point range, though. 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Jalen Brunson just balled out today. Dante DiVincenzo as well, with 25 points in this game. Josh Hart with 12, OG with 11. It's also a balanced attack, really, from the Chicago Bulls. Their best three players, I'm going to call them the big three. DeMar DeRozan with 30 points in this game. Kobe White going 12 of 18, rediscovering that efficiency we need to see from Kobe White. 0 for 3 from three-point range, though. We need that to be a little bit better. But he has 26 points in this game, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals as well in this game. And then Nikola Vucevic playing really good as well. 12 for 19 from the field for 29 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists in this game as well from him. And then 15 from Alex Caruso, 11 from Javonte Green, Dalen Terry with 6 off the bench for the Bulls, and Torrey Craig as well with 2. The Bulls really did try to win this game. They fought and competed in this game. This is very well a game that I don't think anybody would have been surprised had the Bulls, as it got closer, set their starters or anything like that. They competed for the entire game and did not back down, did not just give the game away to the New York Knicks, considering the Knicks were fighting for something. They were fighting to try to win that 2 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs, which they do go ahead and lock in. The Bulls are already locked into their 9th seed. But Bulls lose this game, man, despite 21 turnovers from the New York Knicks. 21 turnovers from that Knicks team. Well, we only had 12. And then we look at points off turnovers. The Bulls had 18 points off turnovers to 11 to the New York Knicks. They also got out-rebounded by 9 to the Bulls in this game. Second chance points. The New York Knicks killed us on the offensive boards. 32 second chance points by the New York Knicks. The Chicago Bulls only having 9. And then bench points as well. 24 bench points for the Knicks, 8 for the Chicago Bulls. We were missing Io, missing Drum in this game, who've been really important to the Bulls, winning games, at points in this season. But the Bulls the Bulls compete. And I tell you what, the Bulls go into the play-in and they play with this level of heart. The Bulls can win a play-in game, especially against the Atlanta Hawks. So, let's see how much of this intensity the Bulls are going to carry over to Wednesday's game. They get a couple of days off, get ready to prepare. We'll see if Ayo Dosunmu or Andre Drummond can get healthy as well, leading up to the play-in tournament. I don't expect Drummond to play. I would love to be surprised by that. But as far as the things that we've been hearing, I think it does point towards Drummond probably not playing in the play-in game. Ayo's a little bit of a different thing, right? With it being a thigh contusion with Ayo Dosunmu, he could very well be ready to go. It's probably more of a pain thing for him. How much pain can he withstand? But it's going to be important to have Ayo out there, especially Trae Young plays. But hey, this is a team, man. It hasn't been bad. I think since the 4-14 stretch where we're 35-28, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it had to be that. So, the Bulls played and they competed definitely down the stretch of this season, man, and had a well above 500 record. The way that the Bulls finished in the season. That they actually finished with a win pace of a 45-win team. So, that's probably going to be something that AK uses in his postseason presser, whatever it happens, man. Yeah, I we'll see what happens with that, bro. We'll see what happens. But man, I love the way that the Bulls played in this game, man. Despite not getting pulling out the win, I love the way that they played. I love the way that they competed. And this has been a Bull season that, despite what happens in the play-in, there's some really good things we can pull from this Bull season. There's some bad things as well, but some really good things that we can pull from this Bull season. My overall thought is I just hope that the front office doesn't try to pull too much good out of this to where they once again try to convince us and themselves that the right play is to run this thing back. Now, I've already said that more than likely a lot of this team is going to be ran back, but you can't bring everybody back. There's just too up close to the luxury tax. The Bulls are going to have to do something to change the roster at least a little bit, and we'll see what those changes are as they come out of that offseason. So again, excited about not excited. I love the way that the Bulls finish. Very up and down season. We got at least one more playing game at home against the Atlanta Hawks to see how the Bulls fare in that one. The seeding in the Eastern Conference is all but wrapped up. So many important storylines to finish the season around the NBA, right? The Pelicans, looking to see if they can avoid the play-in tournament between them and the Phoenix Suns. So that's an important thing to look at. They're going to have to get that win tonight against a Lakers team that I believe is playing everybody. I think it's is the Pelicans playing the Lakers? Are they playing the Lakers? I think that's how it worked out. I might be wrong on that. Let's see. Yeah, they're playing the Lakers right now. They're down 15-21, and then the Phoenix Suns are up 32-18 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that's a game to watch if you're interested in the Western Conference. But everything's locked in the Eastern Conference now. The Boston Celtics will be the 1 seed. The New York Knicks will be the 2 seed. Milwaukee 3, Cleveland 4, and then the Orlando Magic, Indiana Pacers to round out that top 6. The play-in tournament's going to be the first game, the Philadelphia 76ers against the Miami Heat. That should be a really good game. And then the Chicago Bulls against the Atlanta Hawks. Whoever wins between the Bulls and the Hawks plays the loser of the 76ers and Heat game, and the winner of that game ends up being the 8 seed. So we'll see how that shakes out for the Bulls and for those playing teams. But, hey, this was a season where it's, like I said, some really good things to pull out the season. I'll be dropping the daily episode. I've not done the daily episode yet today. So make sure you guys, I want this final daily episode of the regular season to be really representative of how you guys feel. So please get in those voicemails. Even if you've never left a voicemail before, get in those voicemails. I really would love to hear from everybody about this Bull season, your thoughts, your feelings. What are you excited about? What did you think went right? What did you think went wrong? I'm going to put that up here. It's 773-270-2799. Literally everybody, especially my regulars, Seaway, Archangel, Peter, Anthony, Young Bino. I need all you guys to leave a voicemail. Melvin, I need you to leave a voicemail. BL Jet, I need you to leave a voicemail. I need everybody to show up for that final mailbag episode of the regular season so we can hear how you guys felt about the Chicago Bulls season. But with that said, this is going to be an interesting thing to watch in the offseason for the Bulls. And the reason why I say that is I will not be surprised if how the Bulls finish in that play-in tournament of what could be a wake-up call to the front office about exactly where this team stands. For those that have been watching me for a while and talking about it and just paying attention to the team, you know that this front office really does kind of sit on their hands a lot when it comes to making moves. And, considering the Bulls finished at one win less than last year, considering all the injuries that they have, if the Bulls do make it out this play-in tournament, I think that it's all going to lock in that they're going to make majorly run this team back. So we'll see what happens with that one. DeMar DeRozan is a big thing on that as well. But we'll talk about that on the final mailbag episode. I already got my plans for that. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what Anthony got to say. He says, that's not enough for the Bulls. Hey, C-Red, what's not enough for the Bulls? Oh, what's not enough? Really hard fought against the number 2 team in the East. If they can bring that same fight in the play-in, I don't see any reason why they can't make it to the playoffs. Completely agree with you on that one. But let me ask you this. Like I said before with everyone, other than, I guess, some postseason experience, right? Is that enough for the Bulls? Now, this is a draft where, like I said before, anywhere from number 5, maybe around number 6, all the way down to about number 16, there's all comparable talent. So, if the Bulls do happen to make it into that playoffs, don't make it out the first round, they'll pick anywhere between 15 and 17. So, they can still get some solid talent in that draft. But like I said before, if the Bulls make it, I'm always going to root for my team. If they make it out the play-in, then best believe we're going to be here live. We're going to be rocking and rolling. I'm going to be talking my shit. But I just wonder, like, is there more to lose by the Bulls making it out the play-in than there is to gain? And that's something to suck to say. But when you have a front office that's been so content with being stagnant, I just worry that if there is more to lose in that case. But I guess we'll see. I think that was my favorite game of the year. Legit. It was a fun game, a very fun game. Muslim black guy 545. That's a very generic name there, my brother. Says choke. I wouldn't say that they choked it. They were outplayed by a better team. I hope Miami gets the 7th seed. I want New York Knicks out in the first round. We'll see. But that's the thing. I'm not going to give it a foregone conclusion that the Miami Heat can get past the Knicks. Obviously, it hurts to lose, but I'm not too mad. We tried our best out there. I'm just ready for the offseason. I want to see some moves. Sam, I think a lot of Bulls fans want to see moves, but I think we all realize as well that may very well not happen according to who this front office is. So we'll see. This past week, the Bulls have some of the worst fast breaks I've ever watched. Yeah. And it really does highlight how good Io is on the fast break, right? And having him and Caruso both are solid on the fast break, it really does change some things. You add Javonte to that as well. Just those 3 players alone on most fast breaks are going to be enough for you. But yeah, the Bulls have terrible recognition on what to do in the fast break and how to move to create more space. It's really weird. Torrey Craig is straight up trash. Man can't play defense in critical games. I got to disagree with that. We've won some games because of Torrey Craig's defense. He has had some mishaps as well, but to say he absolutely can't play defense in critical games, I personally have to disagree with that, but you are inclined to your opinion there, brother. I'm proud of the Bulls. They didn't fold under pressure. They played hard. Go Bulls. Looking forward to this playing game against Atlanta. Yeah, and the Atlanta game is going to be a fun game to watch. Usually our games against Atlanta are really fun to watch. Predictable ass close game inbound plays. Enough with the give the ball to DeRozan and move out of the way plays, man. That's one of the biggest one of my biggest criticisms of Billy Donovan's coaching. He can't draw up a solid inbounds play to save his life. Now, the Bulls have also had problem getting the ball in at times on inbounds plays. So, sometimes we don't even get to see what the play is. So, also, Javon Carter can go ahead and lay. That's crazy, Peter. That's crazy. We was fighting for our life. Something about fighting just to stop the Knicks from being the 2nd seed really makes my spirit smile. Listen, I hate the Knicks. It's something that runs through the DNA in my blood. So yeah, that made me mad. But thank God that the season is over with Haize, C-Red. Well, we got at least another playing game. It's not over with yet. The regular season is, but the season itself isn't over yet, brother. Brunson is a dog. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Brunson, I was over on Players' Choice today. And we were doing our normal Sunday show. I do host a show on Sundays over there called From the Logo. So go and check that out over on Players' Choice. But Dub had said on that Brunson, the way that he played at the end of the season is right up there with the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And I was like, no, Jalen said it. It wasn't Dub. It was Jalen that said it. And when he initially said it, I'm like, wait a second, what? But then, especially if you're talking about on offense, you kind of got to give it to him. Brunson has played absolute great down the stretch. Carter and Craig, cheeks, bro. No, they're not both. Javon's definitely cheeks. Craig is not always cheeks. He does have some questionable games, though. Stupid ass refs. I can't even blame the refs on this one, in my opinion. Regardless to how the game turned out, get DeMar the F off my team. Don't want to see him take any more dumbass late game shots with his effing blinders on. Everybody knows it's coming. Over it. I mean, you also got to look at that with coaching. They keep drawing up the same thing, but I agree with you. Right? We are so predictable in close games when it comes to shots. Alex Caruso, D is elite, no Diddy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can see it now. Bulls going to face the Heat in the rematch in the play-in and win this time, and it will be AK's best reason to run this shit. Oh, my God. You are absolutely right. Meaningless game, honestly, for the Bulls. How many people in the chat freaking the fuck out? I don't think anybody's freaking out. I think we're just talking about the loss. Well, some people. Will Drum be able to play in the play-in? We do not know yet. It's not looking probable, though, bro. It's not looking probable. What a season. We started 5-14, 39 and 43 ain't terrible. In regardless, this needs to be the last regular season we see this team as they are. I'm not confident in the play-in, but you never know. That's the thing with this team. You never freaking know, right? You just don't know. They don't sustain a level of play consistently. Will Io and Drummond be back? Nothing's guaranteed, brother. I think I've speculated, right? Complete speculation, not reporting on it, that Drum's probably done. I don't think that Drum comes back even for the play. Now, if the Bulls make it to out the play-in, maybe there, but I would say that there's a high chance that the Drummond doesn't come back for the play-in. I looked up stats on injuries this season, and the top 9 teams are the bottom 9 teams record-wise. At 10th is ATL, 11th of the Bulls. Houston is 12th. If then drops off to Golden State, Heat, and Lakers. I mean, hey, there's something to be said with that. I like that stat. That's actually a really good stat. By the way, where'd you find that stat at? That's a really unique stat to look at. Find that, Rob. Let me know that. Let add that to my website. Sunogo, we playing 6-4 chance points. Yes, but that is because Adama Sanogo can't play in the playing game. So because of that, I think Billy Donovan just with his rotation that he's going to have in the playing. Because again, this Bulls had won it. It didn't change anything for them. So I think this was Billy Donovan using this game to figure out his rotation for the playing. So I'm not excusing it, right? Yes, after a 2020 game, to me, Adama Shinogo should have played. But because he's not eligible to play in the play-in, that's why we didn't see him. That's why we didn't see OB. That's why we didn't see Funk. Those guys did not play at all because they're not eligible to play in the play-in on a two-way contract. So that's part of it. JBC? I don't know what that means, bro. I missed your live Sky stream today, but are the Sky aiming for Jackson and Reese? Cordoso, Jackson, and Reese, I think, are the 3 players that they're looking at. Mark, shout out to my little brother Mark as well, my little big brother Mark, because I'm sure he's probably taller than me, and I know he's not fat. You can look at his Abby. But with that said, I think Angel Reese, when you move up one spot, to me, that says you're targeting a specific player you don't want to drop below you. And Angel Reese is the only player that was projected consistently to go that 7 seed. So I think that the Sky are trying to get Angel Reese, and that's a nice start to your rebuild there. That's a very nice start to your rebuild. And to think of it, like had all these players came out last year, Angel Reese would have been the 2nd overall pick with how she finished that tournament. To be able to get that type of potential at number 7, I think that's going to be big for the Sky. The clutch moments always seem to be DeMar. I think teams know that it's coming. Why don't they ever try something different? Because DeMar DeRozan is Billy Donovan's safety net. And, that's going to work for you some. That's going to come back to bite you against teams, especially when you have a coach like Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau researches basketball more than anybody else in the game. And he knew that. And you didn't even need to research a lot. Everybody knows who's is going to. Rob says, so injuries do impact the record. It's actually crazy how it played out in the stats I found. Yeah, like I said, let me know that site you found that in, bruh. There's no ball movement in clutch moments. There's no ball movement sometimes in the whole game. Like we just aren't a team that moves without the ball at all. The Bulls offense would instantly, and when I say instantly, I mean instantly, probably become 5 to 6 points per 100 possessions better if they move without the ball consistently. And I don't even use that as hyperbole. I mean, because you would be creating that many more opportunities and easy looks for your team. How does the standings work for our draft pick now? If we make the playoffs, does it change our odds? So yes, making it to the playoffs would change our odds because then we'd go in as the 8th seed. So we'd fall out of the lottery. If we don't make it in the play-in, we I think would have the 11th. The lowest that we can have even with the lottery is 11th, I believe. And then we get opportunities at, of course, moving into that top 4. So if you do make it out the play-in, you're not a lottery team anymore. So your position's locked in. You don't even get a chance to move up in the lottery. So that's how that kind of works out, brother. And a very short response to that, not the kind of the more detail, because there are other variances in that as well. What's good, Haize? I'm not even mad at this loss. We stayed with it the entire game, gave me some hope for the play-in. I feel you, Taurus Law. I mean, we already know that this is a team that can play with anybody. They've shown it. They can also lose to anybody. It sucks. Too often players watch the ball on offense and don't move or get back court on defense. Yeah, facts. We don't move without the ball. It's literally one of the worst things about our offense. Other than, I would say this, the lack of movement off the ball is more detrimental to the Chicago Bulls than not being a volume 3-point shooting team. It's more detrimental because if you move without the ball, you're going to create yourself easy looks at the bucket and easy wide open threes. Even if you were to shoot more threes, if you're not moving out the ball, they're going to be difficult threes. So not moving without the ball makes it so much harder for the Bulls in every facet of the offensive side of the ball. Not saying we would have won, but that ball was off Brunson's ref sold. I believe that it was off Brunson as well via the angles that we can see. But keep in mind, you have to have inconclusive or conclusive evidence that it did. And listen, it looked that way to me. But could you say it if you weren't a Bulls fan and be like, "Hey, this absolutely was off Brunson"? What up, Haize, my brother? What's going on, Cortez? Glad to have you in the building. You've been gone for a little minute, bro. Glad to have you back. Hello, I knew you were gonna call me out. I'm a shy. I don't care if you're shy. Leave the damn voicemail. How about that? Why didn't they review the Brunson turnover? Definitely off. They did review it. They didn't go in the Bulls' favor. They reviewed it. Haize, love to see your beautiful family on Twitter. Your son looks just like you. Thank you, bro. Which one are you talking about? I think they both look just like me, but yeah, I appreciate that, brother. Diesel says, I know you and everybody in the chat may think I'm crazy, but I rather will Bulls be versus Bucks. Bucks are a complete disaster with an MVP top 5 player. They're not a complete disaster. You don't win that many games to be a complete disaster, but the Bulls are a complete disaster too. So, I mean, but hey, you have your right to be confident over that. So, any word on Io? Will he be ready for the Hawks? We don't know yet, bro. We don't know. It was a good game regardless of the mistakes, but the ball-headed hoe should have been benched in the second and let Batum play. Like I said, Batum is on a guaranteed deal now, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't play Batum. Ben 10 says, hey, it's an interesting season, but at least we showed heart in that last game. Yeah, I mean, they did show heart. You can't take that away from them. Mark Shannon says, so even if they make it out, they got to play Boston. Yes, they're going to have to play Boston regardless. The highest the Bulls can finish is the 8th seed by coming out the play-in, so they're going to be playing Boston regardless. It's enough for me personally. I don't want to see these young guys ball out in the postseason. It's experience that it's good. They start gaining and learning from it. Hey, I mean, I feel you on that. What's up, Haize? Hard fought game. Which teams are you most optimistic on making it deep playoff run? Because I know you're a diehard Bulls fan, but you absolutely love the NBA in general. Well, luckily, once all the games finish tonight, I actually will be dropping a video over on NBA Central with just that very topic. So make sure you guys subscribe to NBA Central as well so you can get that content. Do you believe Kobe White should get chances at the last shot in close games, or at least create a play for the team? That's from Rule 99. My brain is skewed. Clearly, it says 99, but my brain immediately went to 69 because I'm a nasty motherfucker. But with that said, yeah, I do. Like, to me, having just one player that you go to, and it doesn't matter who it is. That's why I said it's not just an against DeMar thing. If Billy Donovan went to Kobe every single close game, I would be saying the same thing. If you went to Io every single close game, I'd be saying the same thing. You make it so predictable when you only go to one player. And so you need to run more. Now, don't get me wrong. Every play has a bunch of different branches that it could finish off on. But we all know you give the ball to DeMar in the fourth quarter, he's taking the shot, bro. Like, and it sucks. It sucks. Good game, y'all. Kobe White is going to be so good. Let's hope so. Let's hope that he continues to build off of it. So, Mark Shannon says, is Brunson from Chicago? Yes, Brunson is from the Chi, brother. Archangel says, missed the pregame. Sorry if you already talked about this, but did we get any update on Io? We have no updates on Io or DeMar as of yet. So, LO, I don't think nobody freaking out. We just vibing. Honestly, surprised we tried to win. Hey, they definitely competed. Definitely competed. The last possession of the fourth quarter for the Bulls, I knew that wasn't going to end well. Why did they let DeMar ISO OG and Anunoby instead of switching him on somebody else? It wasn't a lot of time though. So wait, what's been wrong with Io? I thought they were just resting him lately. Never knew he was hurt. Yes, he has a thigh contusion. Thigh contusion. My mic's going in and out. Really? Huh. Chat, let me know if my mic's still going in and out. I don't know. It shouldn't. Oh, you know what? I think I did in my excitement. I think I might have jangled some shit a little bit loose there. Jangle, jangle, jangle. Haize, DeMar offensive awareness is pretty awful. I guarantee you, if he had passed that out, he would have saw somebody else open just because it's just 13 seconds. That's plenty of time to get a shot. I mean, you can't guarantee that, like, especially when you're not moving without the ball. But yeah. Why Billy have Javonte at center? Because, and like I said, this is not me saying that I agree with this thought process, but the Bulls didn't play any two-way players, and that's because they're not eligible to play in the playoffs. So I think Billy Donovan was trying to find the right combination of guys ahead of that playing game is what I feel was happening there. What's crazy is a competent front office will look at this season and say, okay, we're close, but we need a few changes. Then there's us who think we're close. Let's run it back the exact same way. Yeah. But the good thing is, like I said, we cannot run the exact same roster back. We just don't have enough cap space. So that's not going to happen. Oh, damn. Me and Mark are the same height. That's crazy. Oh man. Hey, Brendan Jet, I need you to leave a voicemail right after this stream ends. I need everybody to leave a voicemail. I'm putting together the daily show for today because I have not done a daily episode yet. And the daily episode I want everybody's voice on their thoughts on the Bulls season. What did you like? What didn't you like? But with that said, thank you for the super chat, BL Jet. Appreciate you always supporting the channel, my brother. Says thanks for the reminder, Haize. I'll make sure to drop a thorough mailbag for the season. Thank you. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do, for those that know, there is a time limit on this. So I'm going to start after this show ends. Well, I don't have a specific time in my head, but after this stream ends, I'm going to wait an hour and then I'm going to record the mailbag episode. So whatever voicemails are in within an hour after this stream ends are locked. So there you guys go. You got an hour to get those voicemails in. Big Papi Senpai, that's crazy name. If the Bulls make the playoffs, do you want to see Adama Sanogo and Batum? Well, Adama can't play. Batum can because he is on a full contract. Adama can't play unless the Bulls convert him from between now and then. So Cortez Brooks says, yeah, I've been working on my food business, just got my LLC. Time to get this off the ground. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out. Listen, entrepreneurship, man, it's not for everybody, but hey, congrats to you, bro. And I hope that it goes every way that you deserve, bro. And I mean that positively. That could sound like I mean it morbidly. Like I hope that it succeeds all your expectations. Bulls Daily in the building, the guy who does not like anybody outside the city of Chicago to root for the Bulls. It says another roller coaster here for us in the books. Yeah, man. Another one in the books. Sorry, typing too fast. I want to see the young guys get some good playoff experience. I think any playoff experience helps them in the long run. Hey, there's a lot of people that share that mindset, Taurus. I hope Bubblegum Billy take the 3 head coaching job. And no, it's what do you mean? That's already gone, bro. They hired their coach. Mark Pope is their coach. So Billy Donovan's out of that running for that. He will be back next season, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it. If I'm not mistaken, last time 8 seed Bulls faced 1 seed Boston was Jimmy's last year. D-Wade and the series was horrible and led to trading Jimmy. Well, remember, the Bulls would have won that series had Rondo not went down with injury. They would have won that series. I'm okay with this Bulls loss, by the way, because if we won the game, that means we lose to the Hawks, and the Bulls don't have situational awareness to win 4 in a row if their lives depend on it, except one time. Gotta disagree with that. I mean, the playing's its own separate thing, but I get your concern there. Catfish Carter with so many wasted possessions. Did you already mention his numbers? No, because I don't talk about whack players' numbers. AK equals clown. That's crazy. Bulls Daily laugh. It's true. Every time somebody could be like, yeah, I root for the Bulls. I've been a Bulls fan for 36 years. I live over in California. Bulls Daily be like, well, why don't you root for a California team? Y'all got four of them. You got 4 teams in California. Why are you coming to Chicago rooting for the Bulls? Are you from Chicago? No. That voice isn't. Bulls Daily's voice is deep as hell. I don't know why I made that voice for Bulls Daily, but hey, that's my brother. I'm going to throw some shit at him, bro. Me and Bulls Daily have been through the trenches. So he knows not to take my jabs personally. I don't mess with everybody on that level. Thanks, my brother. When I slide to the city, I'm gonna have to drop a couple of them chicken wraps off on you. That now don't tell a fat person you're gonna drop some food off on them, bro. First of all, Don't tell me that. Because if you come through the city and I don't get a chicken wrap, now at that point we beefing. See, now it can go from being family to beefing real quick because you just promised the fat boy some food. No, I'm just playing. Listen, I've been on this diet that's been kicking my black ass. I'm not even listen. I don't complain a lot. So on top of driving like 18 hours out of the last 40 hours, I'm also on this diet where I'm only eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and it's been kicking my black ass, bro. The first 3 days of this diet, I literally sat here and I was like, hey, I'm literally about to punch somebody because I'm so fucking hungry. But then your body starts adjusting and you're good. But like, I'm tired of being fat. This is going to be the last summer of Fat Haize. I'm 37 years old. I do not want to go into 40 being fat still. So this is the last summer of Fat Haize. I don't care if I only have to eat grass for the next 6 months. My goal is to be at 200 pounds by the end of the year. And maybe even before then, but I am done. I'm not drinking any sugary drinks anymore. I'm not drinking soda. I got to get this shit underway. Got to get this shit underway. So yeah. So when y'all see me and I'm a little frustrated as y'all, it's not at y'all. It's because a nigga hungry. I'm hungry and I'm hurting. My soul is hungry at this point in time. But I'm gonna get past this so I can continue my health journey, man. Oh well, shit. I ain't been paying attention. Been driving these semis and hitting the gym and watching wrestling. LOL. Didn't know that Kentucky position got. Oh, you good, bro? I don't expect everybody to stay up on everything. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help update people, man. Um, Hey, I live in California and I root for the Bulls, but I'm from Chicago. See, that's the difference, though. If you from Chicago, Bulls Daily gives you a little bit of grace. If you're not from Chicago, Bulls Daily definitely be like, hey, man, why are you rooting for the Bulls? Like, I just need to know why you coming to my city rooting for my team when you from California, my nigga. Like, I don't, what you doing, man? Oh, what you doing, bro? Like, I'm dead serious, man. Why you rooting for the Bulls? Go root for one of the motherfucking California teams, my dog. That's how Bulls Daily be talking, bro. That's how Bulls Daily be talking, man. He be, yeah, man. Bro, take creatine. It helps. Thank you. I needed some guidance on that, bro, because it's been killing me, man. It's been killing me. It's literally been killing me, bro. Y'all tough as dice. Appreciate that, Knicks. Was it Knicks 100 the GM? Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Congratulations to you and your son, proud father. I appreciate you, brother. My son is I'm very proud of my oldest. I'm proud of all my children, but I'm very proud of my oldest son, man. He's just a talented, smart, intelligent young man. Smart, intelligent. I guess you could be smart without necessarily being intelligent. Is that like book smarts versus street smarts? But he's and he already has he has his goal. He wants to play football. He's also going to school for mechanical engineering. He has his whole plan, and even if he does change that plan eventually, which some people do by their sophomore year, it's fine. But he is a very mature young man. He's so far miles ahead of where I was at 18, right? So I was a hothead at 18 where I just wanted to fight everybody. So that's what it comes down to. Well, I went from 143 to 215. I'm all about the gains. I appreciate that. Let me put some creatine on my list. Add it to my Amazon cart. Creatine helps with building lean muscle. Okay. It's crazy because I'm from I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna murder it. And I was raised in Sacramento, California, but been a Bulls fan from jump. A lot of people, especially in our age range, all grew up as Bulls fans because that was the team. Good game overall. Felt like the Bulls got away from what was working from them offensively in the first half. Then the second half started chucking up more threes unnecessarily. That let the Knicks catch up. I mean, well, the Bulls still did have a nice lead in the fourth at one point, and they got into a good rhythm. Mainly, Kobe got into a really good rhythm in the fourth quarter. How many points did Kobe score in the fourth quarter? Hold on, let me take a look at that. It felt like he scored a lot, but that doesn't always mean that that's true. So Kobe White went 4-4 in the fourth quarter for 8 points. DeMar DeRozan went 3 of 6, and DeMar DeRozan got the last shot. So it is what it is. Oh no, I'm fully aware of sparkling ices. Last time I lost a lot of weight when I went vegan for a little while. Sparkling ice literally used to save my life. But then I found out that even the artificial sugar in sparkling ice, if you drink too many of them, can still kick you out of ketosis. So yeah, that's something there. Make sure you get creatine monohydrate though. Don't just buy any kind of Okay, hold on. Let me change that then. Bet. It's actually a reasonable price too. In the cart. Do you see Trey Young with the Hawks next season? I hope Io will be ready to play against his son. Honestly, either Trey or DeJounte is going to be gone next season. They have to make a decision between those two. It's clear that they just don't work together the way that they had hoped. They look just like you, brother. Your kids seem well raised. They ain't none of these ignorant ass children out here today. Yeah, listen. Now, my daughter will get with you. My oldest daughter will get with you. But other than that, yeah. Ken Cocky. Ken Cocky. Ken Cocky. Ken Cocky. Got you. That's crazy. Make Haize thin again. I've never been thin, bro. Like even at my best, when I was an athlete right out of high school, between the ages of 17 to about 22, that's when I was in my Adonis phase, right? That's when I literally looked like I walked right off a goddamn magazine because I worked out all the time. And I think at that point I was like, because I'm 5'10, I think I was about 205, 208. That was also my playing weight. Great. Listen, that's when I could have done a Marvel movie at that point in time. Literally could have done a Marvel movie. And then you have kids. And then when you have kids, I had my first kid at 19. Then you start eating more fast food. Then I was working 2 jobs. I was working 18 to 20 hours a day between 2 jobs. Then I'm just fitting in shit. I'm not sleeping. Then next thing you know, 3 years later, I'm 250. What the fuck happened? Like that's just how shit goes, man. Haize, you can eat baked chicken and fish. That's good protein. Don't keep the restrictive of a diet, otherwise you will stop. Well, I've done it before. So the diet that I'm doing now is something that I chose because I've done it before and I did it for 6 months. It was fine. It's just that first week of switching the diet, at least for me, is terrible on my body. So like that's a part of it, but I'll be okay in the long run. 5 grams a day. You mix it with any kind of drink that it has no flavor. Good shit. I actually lost 17 pounds last year from going on walks and all that. I plan on doing that more this summer. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to go on more walks this summer. I hate the cold, so even though my birthday's in December. But yeah, between me and the 3 dogs, I have to go on walks, and I'm going to start going back. So now that the season's over, it's also really hard for me to keep a workout plan in the season because I can have 3 games in a week, I can have 4 games in a week, right? Something like that in different nights. But now that my evenings will be a little bit more free, my plan is to walk 3 miles every day at night and work it up to jogging those 3 miles and then eventually running it, and then extending it after that. So yeah, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this summer, hold me to it. As the videos drop and we get more towards free agency, you're gonna see a completely different Haize. Because yeah, I'm really taking my health a lot more seriously, especially as I get closer to 40. Yeah, I gotta take it more seriously. Yeah, man, Jalen Brunson is the GOAT when he can really play. Hey, Jalen Brunson's dope. Jalen Brunson's dope. You put it in your stomach. Put it in your stomach. Wait, what are you talking about putting in your stomach? Wait a second. Why are you putting stuff in your stomach, bro? That sounds a little questionable there. I'm just messing with you, bro. When you go out, you can still eat regular fast food in restaurant shit. Just limit your portions and don't eat after 10. See, now I'm trying to do away with fast food, man. I would definitely recommend salmon and grilled or baked chicken and rice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My birthday in December to the 22nd to be exact. I hate it. Well, my birthday's in December as well, the 5th. So I do have a stationary bike. I do have that too. I do have a stationary bike, so I will be doing that as well. Yeah, and honestly, stationary bike. And I was like, while I'm watching games, I'm gonna ride the bike while I'm watching the game. But then I thought about it. I do a halftime show and a post game show, and I don't want to get on here sweaty and shit, and y'all looking like, what the fuck was Haize doing? Was you so fat you sweating podcasting, my guy? Like that's definitely OTR would have made that joke. So so yeah, but I'll figure it out, man. I'll figure it out. Brandon L. Jet, my birthday twin. That's my brother right there. Me and Jet got to link up in Chicago sometime this summer. You got to come to Bulls Fest, bro. Like, I really would love everybody to come to Bulls Fest this year. I know that I'm still trying to kick around, finding out a way to do a live show or a live watch along or something, like renting a bar out in Chicago or something. But you can always catch me at Bulls Fest. So everybody who, when you do, I don't even think they've released the dates for Bulls Fest. Yes. Once the dates are out for Bulls Fest, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create like a sign up thing where everybody who's going to go to Bulls Fest can let me know. They can sign up and let me know. And then we can set up something to where we can go to like a bar or something after Bulls Fest and all kick it. So definitely going to try to do that this year so we can all kind of meet up in person and see this dysfunctional family in person, man. I'm excited to play. I'm excited to the play-in and Haize. The Sox, bro. I'm a Sox fan myself. They're not doing good as Pedro as their manager. Listen, I'm a Sox fan too. I'm a Sox and Bulls fan and Bears fan. And it really sucks rooting for two Jerry Reinsdorf owned teams. The Sox are struggling, bro. But you know what's funny? So I'm a Sox fan and I'm a Cardinals fan only because I ran the Cardinals stadium at one point in time. The stadium, not the team. I didn't work for the team. I worked for the stadium. And so I always followed the Cardinals as well, and they fucking suck too. It's crazy. It's wild, bro. I'm gonna slide to Bulls Fest. It won't be hard to miss. Hey, by Bulls Fest, Bulls Fest is usually the weekend after Labor Day or before Labor Day. It's somewhere around there. If it falls on the same, by then you're gonna see a completely different Haize. By then. I'm basically on a modified Daniel fast is basically what it is. A modified Daniel fast is what it is. I think I've lost 5 pounds already. I've been on it for 2 weeks. So there's that. So FYI, the guy who invented the high protein thing died young from heart disease. Your healthy veggies and exercise is the safest way. Yeah, the high protein, high fat thing, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But yeah, we didn't talk about diets for like the last 10 minutes. Come on, man. But yeah, so we got a playing game. The playing drip is gonna be real drippy. That's all I can say. I got to do it big for the playing game, so you already know it's gonna be drippy on that for the playing game. But other than that, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the off season. Not because for those that don't know, I do not stop content in the off season. I'm still daily. You just won't have as many live streams. So you still will be able to get your daily content. So for Bulls fans that still want to know what's going on with the team every single day, I'll do draft profiles, free agent profiles. We don't run out of content. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. By the way, I think we are 2 subscribers away, if I'm not mistaken, we are 1 subscriber away from 17,700 subscribers. Can we get, matter of fact, let's aim high. Can we get 50 people to subscribe before the end of the stream? 50 people. If you're watching over on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, go over to YouTube, hit Chicago Bulls Central, subscribe to the YouTube page because you're not going to get content on X over the offseason. You want content? You need to go over to the Chicago Bulls Central on YouTube, hit the subscribe button there, trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. It was supposed to be by the end of the season. That didn't happen. So here's what we're going to say. We're going to extend the goal. Can we be to 2,000 subscribers? I'm sorry, 20,000 subscribers by opening day next season. So that means we are 3,300 away. So 3,300 away from 20,000 subscribers. I need 3,300 people to hit that subscribe button before the beginning of next season. Grab your mama's phone, grab your grandmama's phone, pull up YouTube on it, hit that subscribe button. That's what I need y'all to do, man. But yeah. But all right, let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Marshall, I'm looking forward to the Sky and Bear season. Do you believe the Sky acquire Reese ticket prices will apps? Well, I don't think ticket prices can rise after you set them. I think they have to have them set before then. Yeah, because they're already selling season ticket packages. So I don't think that you can raise them too much, but maybe I'm mistaken on that. I may be applying an NBA rule to the WNBA, maybe a little bit different. I'm a Bulls fan and a Cubs fan, but I respect the White Sox. Though it's Chicago at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, always Chicago everything. Chicago everything. 2,300. You're absolutely right. I can't count. I don't know why I can't count. I don't know why I can't count. But all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning into this final stream of the regular season. But we're not done yet. You get daily content all throughout the off season. We still got a playing game to get through as well. We'll be back for that playing game. Pregame show, halftime hangout, post-game shows, all live on the channel. That may very well be the last live stream of the season. So make sure you guys stay tuned in for that. Hit that notification bell as well. Like I've been trying to plug. Also, if you're a YouTube viewer, go ahead and pull up Chicago Bulls Central on your on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Leave a rating and review on either one of those places, as well as YouTube Music. And I think Google Podcasts is officially shut down, so I don't think you can leave reviews there anymore. If you're on the podcast side and listen to this as a podcast after the fact, go over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, help the channel grow in subscribers over there. That's all I ask for you guys. And in return to that, I'm giving you the best, only truly daily Chicago Bulls channel on any platform, period, every single day for 1,043 days straight. I've been giving you guys Bulls content, man. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But I love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all.